I have an odd view probably. I'm a big fan of safe spaces.
Yeah, so you wrote, I wanted to ask you about it. So you wrote a piece on Learn Liberty in defense of safe spaces, which as I read it, you parse it to a point that actually makes some sense to me because I'm not a safe space guy, so take it away.
Well, it's an attempt at judo, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm using safe space in a way where people who are in favor of safe spaces, they go, yeah, wait, what?
Right. So you kind of flip it, so can you explain that a little bit?
To me, the main principle universities are operating on is not freedom of speech, where you can say anything you want, but academic freedom, which means that you can go off into little groups and be insulated from people that you disagree with so you can work on something. So the political scientists are working on something in a particular way. Sociology is working on something in a particular way. We have communities of scholars that work on things, and in our talks there's a bunch of things that are shared premises, shared assumptions, and we're going to try to advance without constantly having to confront all of the other possible ways of thinking about this.
Right. So you're describing that as a safe space, but I feel like that's not exactly what the other, like I don't know that many people would argue that that isn't okay, right? Even the people that are for safe spaces.
Well, but then we can go on to raise the question. And Van Jones has this amazing video where he makes exactly the right argument, I think.
You are creating a kind of liberalism that the minute it crosses the street into the real world is not just useless, but obnoxious. I want you to be offended every single day on this campus. I want you to be deeply aggrieved and offended and upset, and then to learn how to speak back, because that's what we need from you in these communities.
What you cannot do is annex the entire university as a safe space. You cannot say, I want to be all across the university safe from anything that I disagree with. So that it's the very fact that there's these different safe spaces that nearly ensure there's going to be somebody working on things you totally disagree with. And they have to be safe within that space. You don't get to prevent them from doing that. So I think we need safe spaces, for examples, for fraternities. And that's the safe space people are, fraternities are terrible.
They hate fraternities, yeah.
No, people need to be able to come up with associations. So there's 5 freedoms that are guaranteed in the First Amendment. And we forget freedom of association. Freedom of association means I get to choose the people that I hang out with. And if I want to have a club or organization and we have rules, and we want to talk about the stuff we want to talk about and having the speakers that we want, even if it's Milo, okay.